Hey guys, it's Ricky. Thanks for joining me. Today we'll talk about strategies for dealing with self-doubt. Let's get into it. So guys, let's discuss strategies for dealing with self-doubt. Listen, we all have self-doubt, even the best of us. But, these are things we can work through. Feelings of self-doubt is not the problem, but when it controls you, that's when the problem begins. So, a couple things I want you guys to understand. One, you're not alone. Okay, we all experience self doubt, we all have our ups and downs, but it's what you do that can make things better. Reaching out to friends, family, it can be a professional, a psychologist. You can go to different groups. There's different groups out there. Facebook has groups on just about every subject matter out there. So that's one thing. Know that you're not alone. We all go through it. The other thing is, I would keep a journal. I keep a gratitude journal. I'm thankful for everything that I have, and I do that every single day during the week. Your journal can be a diary. You can talk about your accomplishments. You can talk about the struggles you face. When you get those feelings down on paper, it's such a great release. So, guys, keep a journal. It'll take you a long, long way. The next thing I want to make sure we don't do is compare ourselves to others. Everyone has their own path in life. It doesn't make sense comparing yourself to somebody else because you are not them. And you know what? You don't know what they're going through in their life. I noticed this a lot, in my 40 plus years. There's a lot of people that look like they're doing well, but they're really not. Some people are up to their eyeballs in debt. Some people are plain old miserable. So don't let the outside view of somebody's life deceive you. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So focus on yourself. Next thing, learn gratitude. I kind of hinted to this before, and like I said, I keep a gratitude journal. It's so important to be thankful for what you have. A lot of us have more than we think. And, I want you guys to know that, while we all go through our ups and downs, if you're in a down moment, you can come back from that. You can come back from anything. Trust me, I've been there and I've seen other people do it as well. Stay away from. I don't even watch the news. I think it's a fair campaign. So watch the stuff that you are taking in to your brain because thoughts are electricity. You want the most positive electricity out there. Okay, moving on. Set small, immediate goals. Sometimes the future makes us anxious. We're thinking too far ahead. We forget to stay in the present moment. When you stay in the present moment, you're not thinking about the past or the future, so you can't have any anxiety. It does take work, but it can be done. And if you have self doubt, don't think too far ahead. Set these very small goals, what you can do in the next hour, the next day. And when you hit those goals, you'll feel a lot better. So take those baby steps, set those small, immediate goals. Also, surround yourself with positive people. We've discussed this before. If you have negative people around you, that will negatively impact you. You want positive, forward-thinking people around you because that positive thought process is infectious and it'll rub off on you, and that's what you want. Next, learn to respect obstacles. Everyone has obstacles that prevent them from experiencing full joy and push them back into self doubt. So, watch those obstacles that we put in front of ourselves, you put in front of yourself. Watch those obstacles, be wary of it. Next thing you want to do is learn from your mistakes. I think I've said this before. If not, I'll say it again. For me, there's no such thing as mistakes, there's only lessons. I'll say it again. There's no such thing as mistakes. There's only lessons. When you make a mistake, do not beat yourself up. Accept it, learn from it, move on, and that will help you grow. On the flip side of that, a lot of us live life trying not to make mistakes. That's the wrong way to live. I try to make more mistakes because that's the way I'm going to learn and grow. Learn from your mistakes. Guys, know when to walk away. All right? You know, there are times when giving up is not a failure. You we learn from our mistakes, and we should know also when to walk away from something that is not working. If it's a relationship, a business choice, if it's causing too much stress in your life, it's time to leave and move on. When you see trouble coming your way, walk the other way. Know when to walk away. Moving on to the next point, being uncomfortable. Okay, this is a big one. If you want to really grow, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to make the unfamiliar familiar and the familiar unfamiliar. That's how we grow. It's okay to be uncomfortable. That means you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Be uncomfortable. The next point is look at your strengths and weaknesses. You really have to find out what you're good at and what you're weak at. Accentuate what you're good at and work on your weaknesses. It'll take time to work on your weaknesses, but once you see those small gains, it'll motivate you to do more. So, you know what? If you're a bad cook and you want to lose weight, it's okay to order a meal kit or, get somebody else to make that meal for you. But on the other side of that, look at books and videos. Check out YouTube. Learn how to cook. If that's your weakness, work on it. And don't forget your strengths. Don't let your strengths linger. You have those God-given abilities for a reason. Use them. So assess your strengths and weaknesses. Lean on those strengths, but work on the weaknesses. The next thing I want you to do is get accountability. When you're trying to overcome self-doubt and you're trying to believe in yourself, it can help to have someone around you who can offer accountability. It can be a life coach, a friend, or a counselor. But the way I live now is it's all my fault. I take full ownership for everything in my life, the good and the bad. And I know if I created these situations in my life, I can also change them. It's up to me. I take absolute 100% accountability for everything. I blame no one but myself, good or bad. So these are some strategies for defeating self-doubt. Take these into account, implement them in your everyday life. And this can help it can really truly help you out with anxiety and depression. Okay? And next time we get together, we'll discuss what to do right now. All right, guys, till next time, take care.